this is Cheryl, and today I'm going to try scrapping and talking at the same time. Usually not something that I do. I usually scrap and then speed it up for you and put music over it, but I've had a couple of requests for people asking me to talk. So I don't know how this is going to work out because I'm not used to talking the entire time. Um, but today, what I'm starting with is a template from a template pack called Fuss Free Next Saturday. And I'm guesting over at the Lily Pad during August of 2015. And so I'm going to be combining this template with a kit by Forever Joy Designs, who's also over at the Lily Pad. This is the kit I'm going to be using. It's called Captured, and it's absolutely fabulous, and I just love the photo-centric theme. And I knew I had gone through recently and done some organization of my photos, and I found these photos of me and my daughter. We took them at my mom's. We were hanging out over there in January because my aunt had come to town, and I just love how Olivia will be completely silly with me, as you can see, doesn't care, and she always makes me laugh. So, anyway, let's get started. I chose this template, and I'm not sure how this is going to work out because I do have a portrait photo here, so I may end up having to change the size of it, but we'll see what happens as we go. I'm going to go ahead and start placing my photos, and I think this one has to be my favorite just because of the, I'm like creeping up on her. So I'm going to use that in the main photo spot. Go ahead and grab this. Now these are some lower quality photos from my old camera phone. So I did a little action on them in Lightroom. So it helped clear it up a bit. Alright, I like how that looks. I think I may end up using this one over here since we're closer together. And maybe we will all stay in the frame here while I size this up a bit. Yeah, that's most of us. Alright, so that just leaves these three photos. And I think I'll set this one over here. This one here. And this one here. And since those are all the same size photo, I'm just going to resize them all at one time. I really like how this is turned out. They're so the photos are just so silly. Okay, I'm just going to zoom in a little bit and make sure that there are no pieces of the photo spots showing up like that. I wouldn't want that. Yep, that looks good. And I think I'm just going to go ahead and commit and merge these down. And go ahead and close these and get them out of the way. And now I'm going to choose some of my papers that I've got going here. I'm going to take a look at over at ACDC and see what I'm going to pick. And I've got it running on a separate screen, but I'm going to pull it over for just a second so you can see what I'm working with here. I really like the way that it previews so I can see everything. So this is what I'm going to be looking at on the other screen. And then I'll begin to drag these elements in. I do like having the second screen for that ability. Okay, this paper is so cute. Look at that with the little icons. Camera icons from your camera settings. I'm going to throw that on there. I like that. And I do like this camera paper as well. So I'm going to try it matted behind here and see what it looks like. I may end up switching out and moving this up to the paper mat. No, that's a little too much for me today. I like busy, but that's quite a bit. I'm going to actually move that up to that paper because I'll actually see some more of it there. And I need a coordinating paper behind there. I'm thinking of these two. This one has just the little click inside of the burst. This one has all your f-stop numbers. I'm thinking I want the darker, but we're going to try both. Oh, forgot to merge that one down. Okay, I like that, but I like that better. Somehow I knew that was going to happen. Okay, so I feel good about those paper choices. Okay, now I'm going to start taking a look at the elements. Now keep in mind, excuse me, that these pieces, you don't have to have a ticket go in this spot. You don't have to have a label go here. But I happen to have one here that I wanted to give a try because I think it's super cute. It's a little journal spot. And I'm going to pop it right there. And actually pull it over just a bit more so more of it's showing up. Alright. I tend to just grab things that, you know, appeal to me. That is fabulous. I am going to move that though down over the photo. And move this flower. Oops. Nope, don't want to do that. Probably end up moving that flower out a bit. Such a cute film strip. I think I'm gonna see what that looks like down here. Ooh, I like that. But I'm gonna pull it under the journal small spot. Oh, I like that. So it's coming along here. Okay. There's a couple of different camera elements, and I'm leaning towards this one. And I do believe I'm going to sit it in this flower spot here. Just decrease the size just a tad. Then go ahead and delete that flower spot. Okay, I don't see any flags in the kits, and I do like that flag at the top because it does bring your eye down to the photo. So I'm just going to choose a piece of paper from the kit and add that like that. Now I do have a habit of clearing my photo bin down on the bottom. I don't know why I do this, but I do. I'm going to try this one. I think I like that one better because it's pulling that black and white up to the top. I'm going to stay with that one. And I'm going to grab this piece of washi. I think I might like this one better though. Yeah, the smaller look. And I like it because it already has a little bit of some shadow to it. Oops. Delete the right one, that would be good. So I'm just gonna enhance that a bit more using some dodging and burning. And I do have a tutorial on this, so I'm not gonna go into great detail about that. I'll link that up in the description. I'll add a little shadow to it. Okay. Okay, now let's see what I want to have. Got another word strip here. The word art in here is fantastic. Okay, I think I pretty much decided from what's in here. I really like this title. Renee just has some amazing pieces. I love her. I love this as a title. Just amazing. Pull this over. Do you think I'm going to bring this paper back in? Because I do have this mist paint splatters layer, so I'm going to grab that color and add that to the top. We'll see if I end up keeping that. Now it looks like we have just my tag left. I'm going to bring some flowers in now. And I'm going to bring in a couple of these flares. Okay, let's see what we got here. I think I'm going to add this here, like how this is repeating there. Okay. I think I'm going to leave these tiny ones or some buttons. Let's try that there. think it's coming along nicely. I don't know if y'all do this, but I tend to go back and forth and look over and over and over again. Things that I want to add or not add. Really like this particular button. Bring some of that blue color in a little bit more. And I think I want to bring that same type of look over here. Do some minor adjustments here. That to come down more. Yep. I'm going to add this little cork element because I don't really want to put another flare right there. Add this little button down here. Definitely gonna have to get used to this talking thing. I just realized that I was focusing so intently I forgot to talk. You should try this. It's not easy. this is the one I'm having trouble with, this right here. I'm not sure what to put there. And I think I'm going to end up using a word strip instead. Yep, I like that better. Get rid of that flower. And then move this flower over here. Okay. Take a look around there. Make sure all the template pieces have been used. Oop, missed one there. Okay. I'm going to delete my journaling spot because I'm going to end up doing my journaling over there. So I don't want to forget to delete that. And I'm going to call this one done, other than doing my custom shadows, which I can show y'all that as well. And go ahead and give that a save. Now, I usually always do my scrapbooking in Photoshop Elements 11, but for purposes of shadowing, I really love the way it's one click to separate the shadow from the element. I can scrap in Photoshop Creative Cloud, but a lot of my friends who scrap use PSE 11. A lot of people who use my templates use Photoshop Elements, and so I just tend to stay in that environment. It does pose a bit of a problem sometimes, though, when I forget where things are. So I'm just going to really quick here. This is boring, but just going to go through and pull those shadow layers away. I'm going to leave that one alone. Leave my buttons alone. Okay. I'm just going to do some really quick manipulations. Um, Sometimes I'm really into my shadows more than others. Most of the time I am simply trying to give it more of a touchable feel. Using the puppet warp in Creative Cloud is a lot of fun too, but I find just transforming it this way is just as easy. So I'm just kind of going through and pulling out those shadows just a tad. Now for this one, I'm going to go into Filter, Distort, Wave, and I'm going to change this so it just gives a really quick change to the shadow. Kind of a ripple effect, like if you had hot glued this down, parts of it would be stuck down. And I'm going to use that for the rest of these items as well. These little word strips. That way it looks like it's sticking up. Pull these pieces over. Okay. I'm going to add some of these to this drop shadow. I reduce the opacity of this one. See what this does for this one. I'm going to reduce the opacity on that one as well. Okay. Need to get a little bit bigger. Okay. And we're done now. Now I'm just going to pop in here. I usually add my credits using file info. Just really easy to pop it in there and keep it. Also need to do some journaling, so I'll add that. And I need to go over and get the link from the store. So I'll pop over there. And grab the URL for it. So that will be in there. Just need to add the font, and then I'm ready to post online. Make sure I save this again. I hope that you've enjoyed watching me scrap, and I hope next time a little more talkative, if I can get used to talking to no one. It's a very odd feeling, but anyway, thanks for joining me again, and I will see you next time.